amounts. We're talking some of these locations 8+ inches. We zoom into the area in white that you're seeing just to the west of Biloxi, as well as south of 59 and north of Interstate 10, trying to pass over these areas at time. People had to be rerouted because of the dangerous flash flooding, but certainly the rain came down in a big way. So how much did you pick up in the last 24 hours? For Biloxi, 6.14 inches, nothing to sneeze at over the past 6 hours, 0.3 inches. But as we look ahead and we show you what's happening on the radar, we have this actually the visible satellite. Here is our front over towards the west. This is the cluster of storms that have developed. Now, as we looked at some of the winds earlier, you can see that strong southerly flow coming through there. Now, since then, we've actually seen those winds shifting. Almost looks like had a little bit of that meso-low developing there and pushing the rainfall over towards the east as those winds have shifted. So the worst is done for you. Of course, now you still have to recuperate from that heavy rainfall event. As we look at the radar, some scattered storms moving through the southern parts of Louisiana. That includes New Orleans, but you can see a lot of that is offshore, and Pensacola, you're also drying out as well. So that is look what's happening right now, but we also want to talk more about today's severe weather threat.
Yeah, and today's threat stretches all the way from Louisiana, of course, the New Orleans area to Virginia and the Carolinas.
All right, so our severe weather expert, Dr. Greg Forbes, he's been tracking tornadoes today. He's been tracking them yesterday, the day before, and even for Friday, we're going to close out the week this way.
Yeah, I'll definitely have to be doing some tracking according to my forecast, at least again tomorrow. No tornado warnings at the moment. In fact, up in the state here of Indiana, where we did have tornado warnings, none there at the moment. No severe either. One severe thunderstorm warning in yellow in southeast Ohio, but most of the warnings now are severe warnings in Virginia and North Carolina. So we'll jump to there, off to the north of Danville in Virginia, Pittsylvania County. Look at that storm rolling across Highway 29, hail and perhaps 60-mile-per-hour winds there. Then off to the north of Winston-Salem, a couple of severe thunderstorms there, working their way down toward the Greensboro area. Caswell, Rockingham, and Stokes counties included. Then off to the west of Durham, North Carolina, heading generally toward the Durham area, Alamance, Guilford, and Orange counties. You see there some red, maybe a little bit of lavender in there. Could be some 1-inch hail, some 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts. So isolated severe thunderstorms from that southeast Indiana area along a warm front down into Virginia, North Carolina. Maybe a very, very isolated severe thunderstorm down in the southeast. The situation today, a little bit disjointed, even more so than the past couple of days. The upper low that gave the tornado yesterday near Omaha has gone up into Minnesota, while the east flanks have pushed east and south and east, so with a cold front, so that's pushing across the area. You see, look at the sharp temperature contrast, so that's why the storms are still up in the Ohio Valley. It's warm all the way up into there, and Virginia, North Carolina. Some of the storms right on the front there in Virginia. Nothing is severe down in the southeast. Some stronger storms southeast Georgia. The storms have pushed offshore that gave the flooding earlier in Biloxi. Later this afternoon, especially this evening and tonight, storms will fire up in West Texas. Looking at the visible satellite, few of them trying to pop up around the Lubbock area there. They'll get more so as more and more of this upper air system comes in from the southwest. Scallop line there, dry line. That's the west edge of the Gulf of Mexico moisture, the firing ground for the thunderstorms this afternoon and this evening, and they'll fire up there, continue spreading overnight across southern Oklahoma, central and north parts of Texas, into northern parts of Louisiana. Maybe a chance of a tornado, mostly hail. Tomorrow, we'll have severe thunderstorms continuing across these areas ahead of this cold front up around the warm front area. Low-level jet, not especially strong, but strong enough we could get some tornadoes splitting apart jet stream winds. So tomorrow, some of these same areas that will have the severe threat tonight, except a higher chance of that with tornado condition index values of 5, south central and southeast parts of Oklahoma, 5 into north central parts of Texas, and 4 into central parts of Texas. So a busy day tomorrow. Could even be in Texas a busy day tonight, and some heavy rain. Alexandra, Jen?
All right, Greg, thank you so much. Certainly 50% chance of tornadoes tomorrow, so certainly worth watching.
All right, so we do know that storms hammered parts of the Midwest. In fact, yesterday we were covering many of these tornadoes, reportedly at least 17 on Wednesday, covering at least 6 states.
All right, so let's show you this tornado recap in Omaha, Nebraska, funnel clouds in Missouri, and even tornado damage in Iowa. So we certainly saw all of it.
We did, and terrifying moments in Omaha yesterday. 2 confirmed tornadoes. Live here, we were watching this and tracking these storms hitting the metro area. First one was an EF1 tornado touchdown along 132nd Street, where this video right here was actually shot. You can see the clouds lowering there. This one actually packing winds of 86 to 110 miles per hour. Path length about 0.6 of a mile. Luckily, there were no injuries, Alex.
All right, you know, another view out of Omaha. The second tornado was rated an EF0, packing estimated winds of 65
This is live
miles
video
per hour.
of actually coming out of Indiana earlier for the reported tornado.
Okay, good. So we've been talking about this. This was around 3 o'clock this afternoon. Dr. Greg Forbes was following this. We had a tornado warning on it. No tornado warning on it now, obviously. The storms have moved eastward, but look at the damage left behind.
Yeah, pretty widespread. We're looking at roof damage there, as well as a lot of these buildings. They just basically look like they were demolished in some of these parts. We do know that law enforcement confirmed that they did spot a tornado. This includes the areas of Boone County, as well as in the counties of actually Hamilton. We actually had 2 of those. Another tornado warning storm actually in Rush County. So Indiana has been lighting up right now. Thankfully, the worst of the storms now to the east of the area, Alex.
Yeah, we do have severe thunderstorm warnings for North Carolina, though, and Virginia. Certainly severe thunderstorm watch until 11 o'clock tonight for that area of the country. But again, as we look, live aerials from Boone County, Indiana, you can see now zooming in a little bit tighter. It'll be interesting to talk to Greg about this and looking at the type of structure of the building and the type of damage that it did. That's how you determine whether it's an EF1, EF2, EF0. So Greg, certainly with all his knowledge behind him, will, I bet, be able to estimate that, and taking a look at these detailed photographs as we look maybe after the break.
A severe thunderstorm watch is in effect. Currently in our area, 73 degrees under cloudy skies. Tonight, partly cloudy, chance of a thunderstorm. Low 53, chance of rain 30%. Friday, sunshine along with some cloudy intervals. High 75. Here's our 7-day outlook.
Bring on the competition, a fistful of crayons, and a forecast full of yuck. Bring on soccer balls, winter blues, and barbecues. Bring it all on. You've got durable, affordable Olympic on your team. Bring on the competition.
Your paycheck. Your family depends on it. But if something happened to you,